The police officer found guilty of manslaughter after tasering a 95-year-old woman has been suspended from the New South Wales Police Force. Christian White tasered great-grandmother Clare Nowland, causing her to fall and fracture her skull. She died in hospital a week later. Jamie McKinnell reports from the New South Wales Supreme Court.
Senior Constable Christian White used his taser on 95-year-old great-grandmother Clare Nowland at her Cooma nursing home last May. At the time, she was holding a knife and she'd been told several times to put that down before Christian White eventually said, "Nah, bugger it," and used his taser while she was slowly approaching the door of a nurse's room. He argued at his trial that Mrs. Nowland was presenting an imminent threat of danger and he was acting in accordance with his police duties. But yesterday, a Supreme Court jury rejected that and found him guilty of a single charge of manslaughter. Now, the court is dealing with the question of whether the police officer should be taken into custody ahead of his sentence proceedings, which are expected to begin in February. Today, his defence counsel, Troy Edwards, has told the court that the judge has significant scope to determine the basis of liability consistent with the jury's verdict. And that was because in this case, there were two separate paths that the jurors could have chosen to reach their result. Mr. Edwards also said that a full-time custodial sentence is not inevitable, and he submitted that the circumstances of this case mean that it's perhaps on the lowest end of the scale of seriousness for manslaughter charges. The Crown Prosecutor, Brett Hatfield SC, said that on any view of it, the jury has decided that Christian White's use of force was not reasonably necessary. Justice Ian Harrison has reserved his decision until tomorrow. He said that this case is unlike any other case that he's had to deal with in 18 years, and it will require more consideration because of the weighty and difficult matters that he needs to take into account. So that means that Christian White has another day before he'll learn whether he'll be taken into custody ahead of his sentence. The other thing we've learned today is that the New South Wales Police Force has cut Christian White's pay. Until recently, he has been suspended with pay, but that changed this week, and now he is suspended without pay.